Hello everybody, today I'm here with the new update for Dr. Mario World, and this one added in the desert levels as well as Iggy. And you can see I fast forward this here. I opened new characters. I did the gacha for 9 minutes, and on the software I'm using it, I can only speed up by 2 times. I wanted to speed up way quicker than this, so I apologize. It's gonna take a while, but it gives me a chance to talk about something that I want to talk about, and I'm probably going to end up saying this a lot in my recent videos and for this upcoming week or so, but this is the first video that I'm recording my voice on that you'll be seeing. I recorded a couple other ones which I mentioned this as well, but this is just personal stuff, so if you don't care and you want to just see the levels being played, you can skip ahead. If you want to see me attempt to unlock Iggy, it's very sad, but keep watching, come on. I waste so many of my coins, but let's just watch and see what happens. But I'm living in a dorm room right now, and I'm going to be in here through the entire spring 2021. So if there are any other audio issues, one thing is, on campus there's a lot more noises outside, and my room is right next to the bathroom, which is very convenient for me, but also noise-wise, so you can hear flushing all the time. People talk on the phone in there sometimes, so there's a lot of different things going on. Right now it's pretty late at night, so it's pretty quiet. Yeah, and especially outside, there aren't too many cars driving around and people aren't walking around yelling or talking. But yeah, just so you know, if there are any future background noises, that is why. And also, it's just a very important thing in my life right now, is being a little bit more independent on campus. And this is probably just going to be a one semester thing, so just for spring 2021. But I just wanted you guys to know that. Like I said, I'll say it probably once in each of my series. I might say it a couple more times in the Dr. Mario World videos this week. But one, just because I'm really excited, and two, because I want you guys to know my situation, and again, if there are background noises, that'll explain it. Also, I'm using the same microphone and everything, but if there's some echoiness, it's probably due to the new room and everything. But yeah, Iggy came out this week, and you can see here, I tried desperately to unlock Iggy. Basically, my thing was okay, I'm going to start out doing a couple of doc tokens, and I do a couple of doc tokens until, or I do 3, and then I go back to the other one, regular openings, and until I get 2 or 3 doctors, then I go back over and do it again in the doc tokens, and just switching back and forth until, I get what I want, which is Iggy. And I just keep going and keep going. What am I at right now? Oh man, we still have so much more left to go. I am dedicated to this Iggy thing, man. It kind of started as a joke that I look like Iggy. Iggy was always kind of my favorite Koopaling anyways. And now it's just come this thing where I really feel like I need Iggy now. And I want to showcase the next episode, so I was very determined. And that's why I kind of just kept sitting here and doing this. I would not do this for a normal character. For Piranha Plant, I think I gave up, and then when it came to the time where I wanted to showcase him, I ended up having 100 diamonds, so I just spent my 100 diamonds. Which is sad that I wasn't able to save the 100 diamonds for Iggy, because it would have saved me quite a lot of time here. But we're still going through. Hopefully some of you at least enjoy watching these openings, and there's quite a lot here. I'm not going to count up how many there are, but I'd say there's probably 100, or pretty close to it, honestly. 9 minutes of me just tapping these buttons. It must be quite a lot, and I got a lot of doctors as well. There's some pretty good pulls, and I got a lot of them upgraded. But yeah, it's really sad. I was really hoping to get Iggy, and look at how many coins I spent, look at how many doc tokens I spent. All for what? Just for one character? Well, I guess it paid off. Look at that, Dr. Iggy is here. I'll be showcasing him next episode. I hope I tricked you into thinking that I hadn't unlocked him. But I did unlock him. And I didn't have to use every single one of my tokens and my coins. Although I did use quite a lot of them. Now some of the levels in here were actually pretty tough. Depending on what character you bring in, I think. Others were pretty easy, and you could bring in any character really, and you'll probably do fine. Like this first one here, I think you could really do with any character. And I felt like I wasn't actually doing all that great. And there are some really awkward spots. So you're going to want to just bring down some of the colors to get the bomb started. Then you're probably going to want to go for the next line of viruses, unlike what I just did with those reds. Now the reds are just sitting up there, leaving me to have to deal with them later. It's very annoying. But we keep going. And whenever you can get rid of these viruses wedged in between the doors and the keys, I would definitely suggest doing it. Because they're just going to get in your way later. If you can do it right away now, then it's going to work out great. And a lot of them are going to be stuck in barrels. You might want to bring in Lemmy for this one, just because the barrels can be pretty annoying. And Lemmy will just take that issue away. You know, you won't have that problem anymore. But the rest of it isn't too bad. The middle viruses are fairly easy to get. The ones that are between the blocks are really easy to get. The bombs help out a lot with that as well. You can see there are a lot of barrels on the sides here that I'm going to have to come back to, and it's just going to take a lot of time. I spent a lot of time on this one just looking at what I wanted to do, where I probably should have just went really fast, because I don't think there's a lot of thought going into this one. You're really just working your way down. Whenever you get any doubles, using them on the barrels. I don't know. There wasn't a lot of thought into it, now that I think about it. Now that I'm putting some more thought into it. But yeah, if you ever get any doubles with the colored, with the virus that is on the side in between the doors and the keys, you definitely want to bring that over. Keep in mind, you're not just getting the doors, you have to get all the viruses as well. So even if it's not in the way of anything, you still have to get all the viruses. And you have to get all the blocks as well, but I'm fairly confident if you just get all the viruses that will happen. Because look, I already have them all, and there's still a good amount of viruses left on stage. And I think the point boosting assistants, I didn't even have the correct color ones on here. I don't think they're actually doing anything. So, this one's pretty easy to 3-star. They're basically giving it to you. You don't need the point boosting assistants at all. And some of these were harder to 3-star than this one. I think particularly the last two were pretty hard to 3-star. I guess really the fourth one was the hardest one. But still. Now what I did here is I left that double blue right there so that when I cleared the barrel, the double blue would get rid of it immediately, and then we just had that one final blue one left over. So that went pretty well. That was my first try. Now unfortunately on the next one it did take me 2 tries, and I feel like I really didn't do all that better on the second try, but for some reason it just worked out. It might have had to do with the colors, honestly, because I feel like I had a lot of one color on the previous one. Although I did have a lot of reds on this one too, so I don't know. But you can see I'm switching the color point boosting assistance here because I do actually want to earn points for what I'm doing. Extra points for what I'm doing, I guess I should say. So I think it gives you a double red every time. So I just go ahead and clear these reds for right away. Now the reds line up very nicely both times. And in just a second I'm going to get a double red again, which is going to make it so nice to clear out these reds here. You can see right here I'm about to do it. And that is great. It takes care of a lot of hits on the reds and gets a few of those viruses out of the blocks, which is very crucial. As many of those viruses you can get out of the blocks as you can will be good, because the cannons at the bottom will then clear the viruses immediately. Where if you leave all those viruses in the blocks, then when the cannons go off, it'll only hit the crates and the blocks. So you'll have a lot of viruses left to clear. If you can get rid of some of them beforehand, it'll probably go a little bit easier. Plus, you really just, unless you're getting the exact colors you need to get down to the red lock. You're probably going to have a lot of extra stuff anyways that you might as well use on the blocks on the top, which will get allow you to get rid of those viruses once you start hitting the cannons. But the middle row, you need to get all the bubbles out so that you can get to that red lock. I'll be getting that in just 1 second. There we go. So now we want to get to that red lock, and I was trying to do something nice with this blue. It wasn't really working out. So we use the rainbow capsule, just get rid of the blues that were kind of clustering in the way, and then we start bringing some reds down. And it'll just take a second here for me to get this red lock, and then right away I hit the green cannons. I do something kind of stupid here with this blue. I basically wasted that blue one. But I guess I don't know what else we would have used it for, so it's not a big deal. You can see like there's nothing blue left down here anyways. Now you're at the final part of the level where there are a bunch of crates. Maybe Roy would be good for this one because the crates got in my way quite a bit, and the viruses are super easy to clear if you get rid of all the crates. But you can see I have a lot of reds, barely any blues. If I need to break some crates, I should probably use blues to do it. I really don't end up doing that, which is my bad, I guess. And also I just break these blues down here to get some more points because I want to get Wario's skill as quickly as I can. I don't want to miss out on a skill, I guess I should say. I want to make sure I get enough points to get a skill. And right there we get it. Clearly I have 3 stars already. I just need to have the greens. And they almost didn't give me any greens. I would have been very upset if they didn't, but we got 1 green in there. And we used a rainbow capsule with it. We get 250 coins, pretty much the worst gift from the flying mystery box. But we move on anyways. Now this next level, I don't know if it's exactly the same as the level we've seen before. I don't think it's exactly the same, but it's definitely the same idea as one we've had before. I think the difference was the... I don't remember, there was something different. But it's the same principle where you have these lines of coins with shells on the sides, and you want to hit those shells, and sometimes you're not able to hit the shells because of some blocks. Like this blue shell that's coming up. You have to get rid of some of the coins and be able to hit it, which can be very annoying, and I wish I would have started hitting the coins right away. Unfortunately did not, and ended up wasting a bunch of capsules doing it. I guess it works out in the end anyways, but still. So yeah, I've cleared everything around that blue shell, and it's pretty much pointless because now I need to clear the coins around anyways just to hit it. And it won't even get all the coins for you because it only hit the bubbles covering the coins. So you will have to the other coins yourself. Now those greens are lined up very nicely to do that anyways, so it's not going to be a big deal. We hit this red and then bring down some greens to do that one. And now we start working on the blues that we have going on. Now these, because some bubblers were triggered, some of these coins have floated down because the viruses underneath them have also floated down. So it kind of messes up the line a little bit. So you will have to kind of improvise a tiny bit. I'm guessing you're going to hit bubblers unless you bring in like Morton, I guess. But now we just have this final row of coins, which the shell will mostly hit, except for that one that is still bubbled. Now we just have to get rid of this blue virus, making sure not to hit any bubblers on the way, and there we go. Hardly had any capsules remaining, but that's fine. Also, remember how I said someone in the bathroom always talks on the phone? Well, guess what? I can literally hear the phone ringing right now, and the person is in the bathroom. What the heck? Okay, anyways, this level I played a lot of different characters. I guess I experimented a lot. And this is my first try with Fire Wario, and I'm sorry, Fire Luigi. Fire Wario does not exist. And I think he's really good. If not the best, if not the only way to 3-star this one. Wario is terrible for this. Basically no character is really even close to getting 3 stars other than Fire Luigi. And if you don't remember what he does, he clears the, you can see it right there, he clears that L shape from the far left wall to the very top row of viruses. So basically what you want to do is clear everything except for those 2 things. So you can see I'm leaving this far right side just completely alone. And Fire Luigi will hit that. Now I move on to the next one. And again, I'm going to leave that whole row and start working on the side here. We want to get rid of everything other than that. And I was kind of preparing for Fire Luigi to hit this last row as well once the other row was all gone. But we don't get that far. Now I also need to make sure I hit this one blue crate because all the blue crates I do need to clear, and Fire Luigi won't be hitting that one. So I go on my way to hit that, and then we don't need to worry about that top green one, it's all gone, and we bring down that. I have no idea how close I was on points, but that's quite a lot of capsules remaining, and it worked out. Like I said, I have no idea how close I was. It might be 60,000 is the cutoff or something. I don't know. I tried that one quite a lot of times, and that was the one that just worked out. So I would definitely recommend bringing Fire Luigi. He worked the best for me. I brought in like Fire Rosalina. I brought in Kamek. I tried Ludwig. None of them worked out. But now I move on to this one here. And I tried this one a few times. It suggested I bring in Goomba Tower, and I think that's a pretty good idea. There's just a lot of weird spaces you gotta get into, and the chance for Goomba Tower to hit those for you is very nice. But you're gonna want to go for the left and right walls right away. There are some cannons there to help you out, but you need to get those first so that you can go through the middle once all those coins are able to be unlocked. And there are still gonna be some coins all around that you have to go for later. But hopefully Goomba Tower will hit these final few coins for you. If not, you will have to do that manually. I think it actually works out pretty well for me. Yeah, so the red shows up right next to the other one, which makes it very easy to clear. And now we have the whole stage available for it to get rid of the rest of it. And you're really going to want a lot of bombs left over from the beginning part of the stage, so that this really goes easily for you. The bombs will clear out a lot of stuff, and a lot of the blue coins will start unlocking. And the blue coins, I guess, are the hardest things to do, just because these floating viruses really love to go over spots that the blue coins are waiting to be cleared on. And I would say focus on one blue coin at a time. If you go for multiple, there's a chance something might spawn on one or both of them. So keep that in mind. Another stupid thing I do is I start working on this red one on the right, which comes back later and kind of hurts me. You can see right here now it respawns back in here. I guess I didn't need the reds anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then we go over, hit this side, and we get a lucky shot with the Goomba Tower. I don't know how many more points I would have... I think I would have 3-starred it if I would have been able to clear it, but I don't know if I would have been able to clear it. I don't know if it gave me 2 greens or not. But it worked out pretty well. Anyways, the video's ending very soon. We're going to showcase Iggy next, so I'll see you then. Goodbye.